Have you ever heard of a reverse tower defense? I hadn't, not before playing Affogato. It's a fun concept, and it has cute girls. Sign me up! Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun, Dai here, and today we're going to be checking out a brand new anime-styled game called Affogato. It's available right now, August 17th, 2023 on Steam. You can find the game for yourself through a link in the description below. Spiral Up Games is sponsoring this video, and I'm excited to see what their game has in store. I'll be jumping in blind, as it's hot off the press. To celebrate the game's launch, Affogato's creators are giving away free Steam keys for the full game on the official Affogato Twitter page. That Twitter link can also be found in this video's description. They even have an official Discord you can join. On my end, if you enjoy this content, be sure to like, comment, share, and smash that subscription bell to keep up with my latest videos. Consider supporting the channel by becoming a paid member on YouTube or joining via Subscribestar or Patreon. All three platforms offer the same perks, such as early access and exclusive content. Without further ado, who's ready for some waifu and coffee? Affogato is a jazzy, addictive puzzle game that features reverse tower defense battles. Normally, you'd be doling out units to stop an invading foe, but in this case, you get to be the invader, and it's way more fun this way. You summon soldiers from a tarot-themed deck and command where they go on a grid. Choosing your route is critical, as you don't want to walk into enemy fire or pull in too much aggro at once. As you defeat defense towers, you gain a currency called Penta that lets you summon even more cards. It's tough at first, but soon you'll have a balanced party with attackers, healers, and defenders that can push through to the end. Beyond just commanding these guys, you'll need to keep them leveled up, or even the simplest of battles will mop the floor with you. I love how the game keeps you on your toes, but also lets you pause and think if you have to. Take things at your own pace, and pick a difficulty mode that suits your taste. These battles are just a means to an end, that is, progressing through a charming story of witches and demons. You play as Affogato, a red-haired, magenta-haired witch, who's moved to Aurora Town to set up her own coffee shop. Witches are humans who use their magic to contract with demons, and Affogato here's paired up with the archdemon Mephisto. She's super sexy, with a feisty attitude that balances out Affogato's kind and calm demeanor. In fact, people call Affogato a bleeding heart because she goes out of her way to help others. Thus, as you run your own cafe, you'll be meeting the townspeople and helping them out in their everyday lives. By day, you brew up customer orders, which serves as a fun minigame. While it's easy enough to follow the directions, you'll need to cater each order to the customer's unique tastes, such as adding extra sugar or even a bit of spice. Knowing how much to add or avoid takes some getting used to. By night, you get the chance to explore the city. Your friends will be out and about, and you can choose to spend the evening with them to increase your bond. Sometimes, to progress with these bonds, you'll need the right social stats, such as courage. You can gain these stats by instead choosing to hit up any of the city's businesses, including restaurants and a net cafe. Since the game runs off a strict calendar system, you'll need to choose how to spend each day carefully. Affogato likes this new town and needs to earn enough money to keep paying her cafe's rent. That by itself would be easy, but she has other responsibilities. Turns out, she moved into town not realizing it was being watched over by her friend Sarah, a fellow witch who insists there can only be one witch presiding over any given area. In order for her to stick around, Affogato has to prove her worth by taking on missions from Sarah, each coming with their own in-game deadline. These involve rescuing the town's citizens from demonic possession. You see, everyone struggles in life. It can be tough to endure in the face of worries like bullying, poverty, and social anxiety. Demons prey upon these ailments, tempting people into taking the easy way out. Subconsciously, these people give themselves up to demons, being possessed in exchange for power. Ordinary humans can't sense these demons, but witches can. When demonic activity is on the rise, witches set out to quell the phenomenon. In Affogato's case, this means exploring the town with her witch's sight to identify and exorcise the demons by invading the victim's mental landscape. As you fight your way through using the game's innovative battle system, you will encounter the victims' memories, which help you free them from subjugation. By confronting their problems head-on, you encourage them to break free. For significant targets in the story, this involves an epic boss battle. Here, rather than infiltrating an enemy base, you command your units on a stationary platform. As the demon above takes shots at you, you order your unit to fire back at the victim's chained-up body. It adds a sense of flair that would otherwise be a typical puzzle. It reminds me of Catherine in that regard. Beyond that, the entire game proudly wears its Persona-inspired themes, and that carries right into the music. It's got a nice blend of jazzy and upbeat tracks that bring the town and the various battles to life. It's Persona with a twist, which is great if you already enjoy the series and crave even more. My favorite element at play here is the character design. I love Affogato and Mephista's casual outfits, which really stand out among the typical school uniform and office suits the NPCs wear. Y'all know me, I'm a total sucker for bare midriff, and Mephista's got that covered. Apparently, holding a contract with her is a life-risking feat, but it's totally worth it. She's like Power from Chainsaw Man, but with better fashion sense and presumably better hygiene. The tarot card designs in battle are also really nice. For as much as I want to play toward meta, I'm often tempted to use cards I just happen to like the most. Right off the bat, this game supports both a controller and keyboard-mouse combo. Personally, I use a PS4 controller, and it worked great, even though the controls are written for an Xbox button layout. If you don't like the config, you can rebind any and all inputs. There's absolutely no advantage to using a controller though. In fact, I'd argue keyboard mode is more efficient, especially when making coffee, as you'll be doing a lot of dragging and dropping. Cool thing is that so long as you have both inputs plugged in, you can just swap between them on the fly without needing to change any settings. The game automatically detects what you last used and updates the UI. Quality of life features like that go a long way, and there's nothing in Affogato that I'd really call a hassle. Even though you run kinda slow on foot, most of that traversal can be negated through fast travel. It also lets you know which of your friends are available to spend time with. Much of the game features voice acting, which you can choose between Japanese and Chinese. I stuck with the Japanese default and found it immersive. The actors all bring a good sense of enthusiasm to their roles. While I didn't do a deep dive into the translation, I feel confident that the game's English text is fair and accurate, for the most part anyway. Nothing I heard was immediately contrasted by what I was reading. Regarding censorship, this doesn't appear to be an adult game, so hopefully nothing was cut during development. If anything, the story seems rather mature, at one point dealing with a high school girl being bullied and trying to take her own life. If there were anything to critique, it would be how the battle system relies heavily on momentum. At the start of a fight, you can only summon 1 or 2 cards before you've got to raise more pentas. Choose poorly from the get-go, and you'll wipe. But after you've breached that initial phase, you'll start building a nice nest egg of pentas that make the rest of the fight a breeze. Basically, you either crash and burn, or coast on by, without much of a sweet spot between them. There are checkpoints along the map if you screw up, but they won't save you from not building up your momentum. Despite this initial challenge, it was never really frustrating to me. Even if it seems like you've bit off more than you can chew, it's refreshing to come back with a new strategy, trying different things out till you finally strike a winning formula. All in all, I had a blast playing this game. So long as you love anime and the unique battle system intrigues you, I'd say give it a go for yourself. Affogato's a fantastic blend of original and familiar elements that you'll want to check out. Also, don't forget to visit this video's description to sign up for a chance to win a free code. If you can't hold out that long, Affogato's available right now on Steam. What do you think? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching!
If you enjoy this channel, help us grow by liking, commenting, sharing the video, subscribing to OtakuDaiKun, and
most of all, smashing that notification bell so you don't miss out on all of our anime discussion, lore, or Let's Play content.
You can support us directly through Patreon, Subscribestar, or our YouTube membership, all of which come with benefits like exclusive vids and early access.
As always,
celebrate your fandom!
I want to give a special shout out to all my $10 and up supporters. VideoGamer75, Steven Elak, Samuel Gersten, The Nonchalant Ostrich, Otaku Mom, Jens Bauman, Mystic Samurai 1983, Lord Omagoden, Free Brick, Olympian Doll, Alexis Yukio Gomez Yamato, Link Pendrago, Observer Bellis, King Kobo, James Hewitt, Uncanny EXP, Andre Foster, Jared Kraus, Yukie Eros, Sogai CH, Caitlin P, Vladimirovna, Jonathan Padua, The Taz 96, Kengo X 77, Alistair Bernadotte, and Akakaze Yume. Thank you all so much.